So another vacay tip that I want to share because I kind of um, really didn't see this coming. But if you're looking, here is the um, vacation rental. And of course, I blocked out all of the guests for their privacy. But if you look, there are bookings that are back to back. There are only like here and here that are available. What happens when you need maintenance? So I had an issue with the washing machine. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I need someone to come out. So I was just at the property the other day, but now I've run into the issue that everyone knows that when you have a tech come out to the house, they always give you a window. Now, even though I do have a 4-hour window to completely turn the house, and that's to clean and disinfect, and you're doing laundry, all this stuff is going on. And it's also a 4-hour window where a technician or someone can come through, whether it's appliance guy or HVAC or whatever, to fix something, but it is only 4 hours. And so that time frame might not necessarily meet their time frame. So the time frames they gave me were from like 11 to 2 or 2 to 6, or it was every time around my time frame. So 11 to 2 wouldn't work because my guests don't have to check out to 12. So I'm rolling the dice whether or not they might leave early, in which some cases they do, but I wouldn't even know the day of. So what happens if the tech just happens to come at 11 or 11:30 and the people are still in the rental? That's not going to work. So that means that they can't come out until the 27th, but it's now the 12th. And that means unless someone cancels, which is highly unlikely, and not that it's a big deal. I mean, the washing machine, people are not really doing loads of laundry when they come to your rental. So I'll just have to let people know, and I don't know what's wrong with it. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. The button is kind of funny. So I'll, have to let the guests know, but you want to give your space. I mean, we want to give yourself space in between the stays. So I just overlooked it, wasn't really thinking about it, but I do need to block out moving forward, maybe like every Tuesday. People can't book, or Monday. So whatever your slowest dates are, you at least want to block out one day a week where you can use as a maintenance day for people to come by. Block out a day, maybe it's 2 days. Yes, it may be a lost day making money, but honestly, I mean, for a calendar that's as booked as this, that's pretty damn good. So it's like, don't get greedy. You do need a day. Or I do have contractors, but as far as like an appliance guy, not necessarily. If you have someone that your home warranty company is sending out, then you do kind of need that 1 day a week or 2 days where you're giving them the opportunity to come and check whatever is wrong in the property. So just keep that in mind. You'll run into issues. You'll go into a home, you'll find out something doesn't work. You'll need to get somebody out as soon as possible. What day are you going to do that? And then another thing too that I'm learning, I will never stack a washer and dryer, ever. Because if the washing machine needs to be serviced, you can't just unplug it and plug it back in. That means that now you've got to take the dryer off the top, put it to the bottom, which means that that's not a one-person job. We all know how heavy the washer and dryers are. So that means that when the tech comes, I did let them know, like, hey, you're going to have a buddy, because if you have to get to the washing machine, you got to pull the dryer off top of the washing machine. It just gets to be, so while it does create a space saver and it looks really cool to stack your washer and dryer, I'm a big fan right now of keeping it flat, side by side, no fancy shit either. This LG washing machine that I have had for less than 2 years, that is now giving me issues with just a press button. I'm all for now just going back to old school washer and dryer. I mean, especially for a vacation rental. I mean, hey, even if it's new or close to brand new, you don't need all the latest and greatest. Like the older stuff, which was built to last, sometimes in my opinion, is way better than all this fancy new technology. It's not worth it. And you have to also realize that the wear and tear on your things, because it is a rental, people are not taking care of your stuff the way you take care of your stuff. So you got to remember, when people are pressing those buttons, they're slamming doors on the washer and the dryer. They're doing all sorts of things too that you would never even think that someone is using your your things, your belongings, your household materials in these ways. Just keep in mind that so many people are going through their, also kind of like a overload on things, where I might wash clothes once a week. Someone may be washing something as small as a towel. It could be like something as small as a beach towel. It could be like maybe their children made a mess of their clothes and they just have to run the kids' clothes through the laundry real quick. But they're still pressing buttons. They're still using it. They're still using water. They're still, really using these appliances 3 or 4 times more than what you would use on average in your home. So just things to keep in mind when you are doing your rentals. You want things that are going to be functional, that are easy to service, and you need to block out a day per week at least to allow someone to come through should something happen where they're going to need to take this time to service the appliances in your house. So just something to keep in mind. I'm always here. If you have any questions, feel free to give me a call and we can chat, text, follow, subscribe, hit the notification button. I'm here when you need me.